As the markets are tumbling and $4 trillion worth of the stock market evaporates overnight, that hurts a lot of people. That is true. But you know what? If you're a billionaire in that time, it's kind of unlikely that it's not going to hurt you too. And so what do you know? Donald Trump, who's done so much damage to all of us, also kind of hurting his bottom line a little bit, because since just January 13th, his big stock is worth $2 billion less than it was. And he really has no one to blame but himself. And so I'm gonna show you a chart. I love this sort of chart. It's his stupid, overpriced tech media and technology. It's True Social, that's literally all that it is. And it's been trending down. Now, that's a period that goes all the way back over to October. So you can see that after he got into office, it suddenly jumped up. That's the sort of irrational way that the stock market works. It's not a better company. It's what, like we're gonna be forced by the state to sign up for it? No, it doesn't. It's not actually worth anything. But you see it trending down. And in fact, we'll get to since he was inaugurated. But his overall net worth supposedly was $4.6 billion this Tuesday. And so you could see like there was the surge, but at one point he had been logged at $7 billion. And so that's, I don't know, is that a third? I'm not a mathematician, but is that a third of his wealth has disappeared in the last couple of months? Seems fitting, I guess, that he would suffer as we do too. And yeah, if we could go back to that chart, thank you for bringing that up. You can see they've marked his inauguration and it's just trending down and down and down. And it should, because the stock was overpriced to begin with, but also his policies have been bad. People don't have as much money to invest. They don't have confidence in the near term future of the stock market. So it should be going down. And so, look, he's still rich, Francesca. It's not like I can be like, hey, he's gonna be on the streets. Isn't it justice? Isn't it great? It's not that or anything. But I like that he's not immune to the effect, at least in the short term. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think so many things are happening, but it's wild to see, like, don't you feel like we're watching Trump's first administration happen in warp speed? Like over like we're rewatching 4 years play out in like 30 days, right? It's been what, 48 days of the 50 days at this point. Like it's just wild how quickly he is tanking his own regime or whatever. And yeah, exactly. I mean, look, there was overinflation. True Social was overvalued since it began. And it was ridiculously overinflated. It only got more so as he won the election and then towards the inauguration. Then of course he launches his meme coins, another like clear pump and dump, but he's like taking longer to dump, but it will dump and a lot of people will lose money. I mean, other than the other dumps, big dumps. But so, of course this is gonna happen. And again, no business is going to be immune from the mass layoffs that are happening in the federal workforce. You see a lot of these federal workers who are like, yeah, I supported Trump. It's like the idea, again, it's amazing that the deep state, the bureaucrats are somehow not Trumpers or didn't like the president or BS. Now they're not supposed to openly talk about it. Obviously they have jobs and that's to administer, the work of the federal government. But a lot of them like Donald Trump. They thought Donald Trump was gonna make it better for them. Absolutely not. The impact of the federal work mass layoffs on the private sector and on every other aspect of our lives cannot be overstated.
Yeah, 100%. And again, we know, we've been talking about they have ways to benefit themselves during this period. And it's especially frustrating that like I could keep saying that over and over again. And also, I will remind you, never ever take financial advice from me. I don't even take financial advice from me. But like, it sucks to be able to like look at the situation and know Mark Zuckerberg is going to end up making billions of dollars out of this because he's going to invest when it's low. And then Trump is going to be able to just snap his fingers. The stock market will recover because he'll just stop doing the terrible things he's doing. And like, we can look at that, but like, we can't buy the stock. We don't have the money. Like they can do that if they want to. And so that's very frustrating. But at least for right now, he is suffering. So I'll take that if that's all we have.